Here we go. Here we go. So we are live. Hello everyone. This is Mahesh Kochra, and you people are watching me live in my live session. We have a guest all the way from Canada. She is my very good friend. We have been connected through the Facebook, and we are friends around 10 to 12 years ago. It's a wonderful friendship and a gathering with Erin, and we basically know the ups and downs of each other's life. I know the Erin since around 2010 when she had two babies, and that was around 2 years old, and I guess 4 years old. So day to today, we are in can see each other. So before or further, I can say anything else. Let me introduce you, Ms. Erin from Canada. Hello, Erin.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
How are you, Erin?
I'm okay. How are you, Mahesh?
I'm pretty well. I'm pretty well. So
Good.
how's the weather in your country, basically? It's very cold here in Pakistan.
Oh, how cold is it?
So how about your country?
It's not as cold right now as I expected. We are in winter. Winter officially started yesterday, but it's the weather's only been around freezing, like 0 degrees Celsius, a little colder maybe. We haven't hit 10 below yet, so it that for us is not cold weather. It feels mild here.
That's it. So, Erin, would you like to give a little bit introduction about what you do and what are you doing nowadays? So the people from my side would know you more better about you and yourself.
Sure. Well, I was in nursing school for several years. I was almost finished when I realized that actually doing it is very stressful and that's bad for my health. I have some health problems. So I decided to be like a nursing assistant instead. I enjoy it a lot, helping people with more basic parts of their lives. Not, I don't do nursing skills or give any medication, but I'm there for their day to day things if they need help to eat their meals or have a bath or other hygiene things like this, brushing teeth. You can imagine it's not always pleasant, but I like to be able to help. So it's meaningful to me. I like my job. Um, I got my two little kids, like Mahesh mentioned. They're getting bigger now. They're 10 and 12. You might be able to see their
Yeah,
pictures behind me here. So
yeah,
they keep life
and their
interesting.
guitar too.
Oh, yes, that's my daughter's ukulele.
Yeah, color of the guitar is dark red, and I see most of the time you post a picture of your daughter where she wears a very dark colors as it is in the guitar.
Yeah, they're both cute.
So, may I know what time is it with you right now in your
It's
country?
2:30 in the afternoon, so the sun's still up, but it's going to go down in less than 2 hours. It's going to be dark out. So the days are short right now, but
Yeah.
it's all
Okay,
uphill
so
from
Aaron,
here.
I just want to,
Y-
which is the very good, educational institute or university do you have in Canada?
Oh, well, there's many, and I don't really rank them. Like, I know people have ideas about the American universities that some are better than others, but I suppose depending on the
Okay,
regions,
uh,
there's some that are more suitable for different sorts of study. But see, that Canada is such a big country that the opportunity exists to be doing training in any province. Uh, Sometimes it's just sort of an adventure for a young person to
that is
move across the
like,
country, but I
that's
could
good.
if
There's a
you tell
guy
me
called
in.
Nihal.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry, Mahesh.
he's saying hi to you. Yeah, there's a guy, Nihal, from Karachi. He's saying hi to you.
Hello. I guess maybe there's a feed that I'm not seeing, but hello.
No, no, only he can see us. We can't see him. As we both are in a session, he is watching us through his cell phone, and
Okay.
Nihal is sending hi to you. You might take his name, so he would be happy. He is Mr. Nihal Naresh.
Okay. Well, if you have further questions, maybe you can put us in contact and I
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Meanwhile, the question people are also sending their questions. So sometimes we also take their questions too. So, as you said it, I do remember that before joining the nursing academy, you used to study this and you have given too many exams of the nursing, if I'm not wrong.
I apologize. Could you repeat the question?
I remember that you have done, many exams. You have given many exams before, being a nursing assistant. So how difficult it was for you to basically managing all the study while being a housewife too, mother too. So how difficult it was for you to arrange and manage everything.
Well, you can imagine it wasn't easy. Fortunately, their dad has been helpful, so everything was manageable, but it took a lot of. Well, I don't want. It's not exactly collaboration. That's not. It was more like we had to just work cooperatively for our schedules, you know, to make everything
Mhm.
fit into our lives. Um, Studying at school was very difficult because you're there for 8 hours and then you're probably doing studying 6 or 7 more hours after school. It's a lot of information.
Today I don't know why the internet doubling again and again.
It's lagging a bit. Hmm.
Can you hear me, Erin?
I can hear you. There just maybe there's a delay. I don't know. It doesn't seem too bad on my end.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah, I can hear you. And not only I can hear you, I can also see your hairs as well.
Okay, here's the story about my hair. The pandemic, nobody wants to go to the hair salon. I'm cutting my own hair and then I can't make it grow faster, so I'm stuck with this.
Okay. The area where you are living right now, is there any public transport
Oh, it kind of cut. The area where I live, is there any. Can you still hear me?
No idea. Yeah, I can hear you and I can watch you as well. But there is some internet interruption, I guess. It happens usually in a live session when we can chat with anyone. So such kind of problems happen. So
Sorry about
you
that.
can imagine that I am habitual of teeth.
Okay, so sorry, you had asked something about this area, but it kind of cut out. I didn't catch the end of what you had
Uh,
asked.
no, I was asking basically, the area where you are living. So, any people from India or Pakistan is also living there, especially in that area where you are living.
It's a very diverse part of the world here. You meet people from everywhere. I do have a friend who's from East Bengal or West Bengal. His family's Bengali, and
West Bengal.
they're here in
Yeah.
Ottawa. He went to school here, and he recently was able to get his mom over, so he's pretty happy about that. Um, I don't have any other friends from Pakistan or India, not locally, but I know that
Uh,
they're here. That culture and community exists within Ottawa Gatineau region, so it's good.
mhm. So, Nihal is asking to you, is it afternoon there? Is
Yes,
it afternoon there in your country? Yes, it is.
yeah, it's
Ah,
2:38
2
p.m.
2:40 p.m., I think.
Exactly.
2:30
Yes,
there, too close. And my country is basically 12:38. It's
late
your side.
night.
So we
It's a
have,
late night show.
eh, but we are in a night situation and you are in an afternoon. So it's huge difference between your timing and my timing.
Yep, the other side of the world.
Okay. So one more thing that's your Christmas is on the way. So how you people are gonna celebrate the Christmas and how you have decorated your city and area?
Okay, well, yeah, in the city, they will always put out lights on trees and buildings. Usually they'll have strings of lights all over the place. And they'll decorate other like pine trees in different ways. Our family here in our household, we don't do much decorating. We don't make it a big deal, but some people do. Uh, I'll actually be working the coming weekend during Christmas and Christmas Eve. I'll be with patients, so I'll be taking care of them, and the kids will be with their dad. So we already did our household opening some presents and things. We did that last weekend. People will often
So your
be
husband is
flexible
not
about it.
going
Yeah.
on Christmas.
Say that again?
Your husband is not gonna meet you on Christmas?
Well, we're not married. Like we're separated. That's why I'm a single mom.
Yeah.
So no, he'll just have the kids. It's fine. Like maybe our situation seems
Uh,
weird, but it
is it
works
very
for us.
difficult for you?
Uh,
Is it very difficult for you to lead a life without a man?
uh, I'm sorry.
I think is it very difficult for you to lead a life without a man?
That's an interesting question. Like, I suppose, like, I'm lonely sometimes, but then I remember, like, when you got to share a household, sometimes that's creating friction. The arrangement I was in was not ideal. So we're both happy we don't live together anymore, but we're still friends. Just, it's different, you know? I think I'm happy with the way my life is. I mean, I got the kids to focus on. I keep things simple
Okay.
that way. Yeah,
So you don't gonna make holidays on Christmas. You will be on duty to serving the other people.
that's right. Yeah.
That,
So I'm gonna take.
that's
Yeah,
really kind. Really kind you are, and it's a the job of hospitality which you are doing. So uh, thanks a lot for to you and hospitality that you are doing. It's very
well,
amazing. Uh,
thank
some
you.
people work for just earning the money, and some people work to make his God happy. So if he see you, you are doing the both thing. You are not only making money, you are also making your God happy. So that's very fantastic and a nice job. And I must say that I appreciate that the person like you is my friend who is not only a friend, who is a friend of humanity as well.
Thank you for that. I've definitely appreciated your advice over the years. I mean, it's you've been dear to me.
So okay, tell me how happy you are as the Argentina has won the World Cup and
Yeah.
they are in South America. America is a little bit far from you. I saw many videos. People are cheering in America, in South America, and Canada, and these are regions. So I would love to know from you how happy you are and what is your uh, point of view about it.
About the World Cup specifically?
Why? Especially the Argentina won the World
Well, soccer, what we call here soccer, is football.
Cup. True.
it, it's not as popular here. So I have to admit I don't know a lot about the teams and who's the underdog and who like the world is trying to win. I mean, I was sort of following Morocco. They did well.
Okay.
But other than that I don't have an opinion actually. Just
The lost in semi. They did not qualify for the final, but
yeah.
with the Argentina can. And all of our favorite Messi came out and
Yeah.
he basically won the Cup for Argentina.
Yeah. I didn't
Have you
watch
ever
any.
visited any other country except Canada?
Sorry? I keep having to ask you to
Have you ever
repeat.
have you ever visited any other country except Canada?
Okay, well, my mother now, but all her family is down in the United States, so we would go there often when we were children, go see that side of the family. I did get a chance once when I was a teenager to visit some parts of Europe, which was fun, but it was very quick. We were only there for a week, so it was really busy, and maybe we didn't get to take in as much of the culture and things that we could have. But so I'd been to the UK and France on that trip. It was a long time
Okay.
ago.
Uh, you know, uh, UK and France, I think so it's a neighbor country of Canada, if I'm not wrong.
They're sorry? My God.
Uh, UK and Canada, France are the neighbor country of Canada.
A what country? Sorry?
You have been visited to France and you have visited to the UK.
Yes.
So both of these countries are basically neighbor countries of Canada or not?
Oh, no, no, no. The Atlantic Ocean separates us by thousands of miles, so we're not close to Europe, but it's easier to maybe fly there than other places like Australia, but it's pretty far away actually. Canada only
So
has a border with the United States.
why don't you try to visit Pakistan or India country?
I'd love to travel all over the world if I could afford to, but it is very expensive to
Don't
travel.
worry,
So,
yeah, it is too. Especially now, the inflation is increasing very fast, so it's quite difficult to visit other country. And if we are single, then that is another thing. But if you are with the family, so it's very difficult. You can't
yeah.
travel alone. You have princess with you, which you need to carry with you.
Well, maybe when they're older, I'll have freedom to travel, but
Uh, uh, but it
not
will
this
take a little bit
time.
more time.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe in 10 years.
Or maybe I got a chance to visit you, or we visit together. It's
Yeah.
just
Well,
speaking
you're
of
always
years.
welcome here. So you
Yeah,
never know. You never know what's gonna happen.
I would love to. So, Arvind, is there any question which you want to ask regarding Pakistan or our culture or something like?
Again, I didn't catch that.
I guess, is there any question which you want to ask about the Pakistan or about the Pakistani culture?
Oh, wow. I hadn't thought of one. Um, I guess maybe I have a lot, but at the same time, I don't know which would be the best to ask.
You can
Uh,
ask aloud, no problem at all.
oh, I'm kind of on the spot here. I don't know. Okay, so maybe like I've always sort of been curious, because to be Hindu is like you're sort of a minority in Pakistan, yes?
Yeah, yeah, yes.
I've been curious kind of how the cultures get along or fit together, I think.
Actually, there is not only two communities like Muslim and Hindus. There are many other
Well,
communities
I'm
here.
sure it's such an old part of the world. I'm sure there's many
There's a huge there's a huge number of Christian people are living here. There's a huge number of Sikh people are living here.
Sikhs.
So
Oh, okay.
so there is no problem at all in Pakistan while spending or living the life here. Here is equality to the government and there's a democracy in Pakistan. So we have no issue to live here to celebrating our festival to our culture. So from that point of view, it's very amazing, especially in Sindh. There are four provinces in Pakistan, and we live in a Sindh. So Sindh is quite amazing, especially in this year. Uh, there's a huge number of people from Asia, Europe, and other countries. They visited Sindh for knowing the culture, for knowing a way of living life, and especially how we live together and everything. So from this point of view, Finland and Pakistan is quite amazing, a very good country as well.
I have other friends in Pakistan also, but they're on the other end of the country, like
Yeah,
closer to what? Do you have a border with China?
we have there's a four border we have a border with China, we have a border with Iran, we have a border with India, we have a border with Afghanistan, and other parts we have Azerbaijan. So there are different countries that basically touch our border as well.
Okay. I'm
But I don't
recalling
remember.
I looked on a map and saw that this other person is like close to China, I
Yeah,
think. You're away
yeah,
in
yeah,
like
yeah.
the south by the sea, I think. Karachi is
Yeah.
like it's a port city, right?
Okay. Sorry, I didn't get you. Karachi is?
It's a port city, like it's on
Yeah,
the
Karachi is a port city. Yeah,
the
yeah,
ships
yeah,
come.
yeah. There's a huge port who basically touch, the international sea as well. So it is, and here in Karachi.
Okay.
So I just wanted to know if somebody from other country, for example, from India, Pakistan, or Bangladesh, if somebody come Canada to basically apply in any kind of hospital for the nursing job. So, do you have any idea regarding this? How somebody can come and join this?
Oh, okay. So we're having difficulties with our healthcare system. And I know the government is trying to expedite licensing for trained foreign professionals, but it's dependent on the country. I don't know more than that. I know the Philippines can expedite their licensing process and some other countries, but I'd have to check documents to make sure. Like often what people will find when they come is that they'll need to redo a great portion of the training that they had before, which is unfortunate, but they're very strict about the licensing processes. So it's
Yeah,
easy to
that
get.
is,
Oh, I was just going
yeah,
to
yeah,
say
yeah. Continue, please.
it's easier to get a job like the one I
You may
have because
continue.
yeah, like the job that I have isn't a licensed profession, so it's much easier to get a job like what I do. So if you are a person that's very patient and compassionate and can deal with some gross stuff, then my job is easy to get. But to be a nurse or something is very difficult. Yeah. Oh, still there? You seem to have frozen up on me. I don't know. Hello? Okay, well, I'll give it a minute, see if we come back. Oh, I guess he dropped off. I don't know if anybody else is there. I can't see you. I don't know. Oh, here he is. Okay, maybe this is gonna. Oh,
I'm sorry for the problem.
oh, I can't hear you now.
Can you listen me now?
Try one more time.
I say, internet is totally been down for the last while. So,
I can tell you're talking, but it's really distorted.
so you know, uh,
Hmm. Oh, there's a chat.
can you hear me now?
Yes, yes. Oh, now I can't hear you again. Oh, jeez. Hmm.
Thank you. But actually, there are many messages are coming very serious. If I'm opening the message, the video is getting interrupted. I realize not to open any of the message. We will let apply the people later. Can
I
you hear
can
me?
tell. Oh, yes, that's much better.
Okay. Basically, there are too many messages are coming, and if
Oh,
I'm going to open the message, so
oh,
the video is getting interrupted. The internet quality is not as much as good. So, what I tried basically not to open any other message. We will answer the people by tomorrow. Well, if
okay.
will be any, it will be most of the people are saying hi to you, hello to you. Some of
Hi,
them will,
sorry we couldn't catch all your messages. I'll definitely answer any questions, but
yeah,
technology.
technology, and we are very far. And well, it happens sometime, no problem at all. But it's a very good thing that we are in touch, talking with each other. So that's a
Yeah.
very good sign. Okay, so uh, what would you like to say to all those people who wants to learn nursing, who want to serve to the community? So what is the message you want to convey, especially the youngsters?
Um, Specifically about nursing.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so I would say you have to really have heart to do this work. You need to be organized. If you want to actually be a nurse, you in this country, you might be taking care of 10, 12, 15 people in a shift. It's a lot. And if you can't keep it all straight in your head, I mean, you can write down notes and stuff, but you got to have a good memory. You got to be really organized. You have to be able to communicate clearly with the patients and the other staff. And it's a very high paced, multitasking sort of job. So some people are up for it. They like the excitement. It's stimulating for them, but I find it extremely stressful. You know, you're dealing with life and death situations,
yeah.
and
It is.
the the idea of making a mistake just terrified me. So it's easier for me if I can just do the basics for the people. But
Well, the life is and death is the hand of the God, but we people are just try our best. People like you who basically, you know, do the job with really heart and soul. Just because of you people, many of us are living their life, especially. So yes, indeed, it's a very amazing job, and it's going to be very nice if people start loving their profession. Some of them I have seen that they just do the work and pass the time. And some of them I saw they love their duty and they don't care about the time. They just don't care about the money. They just keep doing their work and they keep serving their nation, their community, and their country as well. So you are one of them. Whenever basically find you, I suggest find you while working. So it's a very good sign. There's a positive sign as well. That's very amazing. But nowadays, what I believe basically, youth basically don't try to come in this field. Most of them try to go for learning the MBBS and they want to take such kind of category. But what would you like to say to all those basically who think that nursing is not as much as important as be a doctor and it is everything? But I guess nurse is the most powerful than a doctor. What is your opinion about that?
Um, it's an interesting question because part of the stress I felt as a student is that our teachers are continually telling us you need to double check what the doctor is doing. You need to be able to identify if there's a mistake, if they said the wrong thing, if you can't read their writing. You need to kind of be looking out for what the doctor is doing also. So it gave me a bad attitude thinking, well, what is the point of being a doctor? Like, if the nurse has so much pressure on her or him. uh, I think some of it is just that the system is a little strange. Like, I have friends that work in like technology, administration of systems and things, and they commonly comment like this is so backwards and slow and disorganized, and why can't they modernize the way they do things? Like, it's like the system that's in place for so long, it's difficult to change the way that it operates, but I would love to see a way to overhaul the way things work because there's a lot of inefficiencies, and it's easy to blame the doctors, blame the nurses, blame administration, but like it's hard to see a solution really. So
Yeah, it's a very tough job as well.
it's tricky. Yeah.
So you are not working today?
No, I go to work tomorrow.
Is it your day off or you have just made the holiday?
I'm off today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's officially your duty timing?
What's officially
Duty timing. Duty timing.
okay? Well, the nice thing about the hospitals where I work, there's two different hospitals I work at. They offer 8-hour shifts, which works better for me because I have health problems that prevent me from certain things. Most hospitals do 12-hour shifts. Um, One thing about that also I'll mention as a nurse, they do report at the end of each shift. So the nurse has to find the next nurse for her patients. It might be 3 or 4 other nurses. She has to talk to them about all these patients. There's an overlap. I think that they should at least pay both nurses for this overlapping time, but they don't. So if someone is a nurse here, they're always working and not getting paid. Like every shift, they have at least half an hour of extra work that they're not getting paid for. So that's something to consider. But
Okay.
yeah,
They should pay for this. But
yeah.
what can we do? We do our job basically within hardened zone. Uh, but the owner, they don't think so.
This is what I mean, like it's outdated. When you get to work, in some places, you scan a card, use your fingerprint, whatever. You're at the hospital, you sign a paper, and that's for your shift. If they could actually register in a more precise way, they arrived now, they left at this time, and paid them to the minute. I mean, that is a technology that's existed for 30, 40 years now, but I don't know. It's just an outdated system. So
Okay, the last question is that would you like to say something about yourself or about your life if you want to share anything?
I don't know. I try to keep a positive attitude, but I've had a lot of struggles. So, but that's life. Um, just keep going and Hope for the best.
Yes, hopefully. So thank you so much, Aaron. It was wonderful having a conversation with you. We had
Oh, okay. Well, we lost him again. Oh, he's coming
friends
back.
will help us or not, but finally we did it. And it's the half of the interview, as you are quite new on all these things are very new for you. We we face many problems when we start this, but somehow we did it. But so again,
Yay.
we will do it again, and I
Yeah,
hope
hopefully.
that you have a little bit you understood basically how to come on here and how to basically join this session. So we would come again after some days or whether, especially when you have a day off, on that day we will try our best to come and we would bring, we would take basically some questions from the people whosoever ask us through comments. So we would be sharing these questions with each other, would having the answers as well. So thank you so much. Thanks a lot. And a lot of love, lots of praise for you. So would you like to convey any last message to the viewers who are watching us?
Just thank you for your patience. Like Mahesh said, I am not good with technology and we had a little trouble at the start, but hopefully next time will be better. And thank you for being here. I'll answer any questions that exist now, like in a letter format. I'll get to you somehow. So thank you.
Okay, Aaron, thank you. So thank you, viewers. Thank you for watching us and giving us your precious time. And I hope you have enjoyed the conversation with me and Aaron. She is from the Canada. She's a nursing by profession, and she is been my friend on the 15 years ago through the social media. And we have a very fantastic bonding with each other, and we have learned many things with each other as well. So this is Mahesh Kotra and Aaron signing out from right now. We will meet very soon with next guest and next episode. Take a very good care of yourself. Tata. Bye bye.
Bye.